لله الذي أكمل لنا الدين وأتم علينا النعمة وجعل أمتنا الإسلام خير أمة أخرجت للناس كما بعث فينا رسولا منا يتلو علينا آياته ويعلمنا الكتاب والحكمة ويزكينا وإن كان الناس من قبل لفي ضلال مبين. وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له شهادة تكون لمن اعتصم بها خير عصمة. وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله الله رحمة للعالمين صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم تسليما كثيرا إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, my brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. You are welcome once again to today's Ramadan spiritual diet. Today's topic is on ethical manners of preaching of many scholars in Islam. Preaching is part of Islam and is a duty of every Muslim, and most especially the scholars of Islam. In the history of Islam, the prophets and the messengers of Allah are being sent for the purpose of preaching and calling people towards Allah and the right path, making them to divert from the path of devil to the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And that's the reason why Allah said in the Holy Quran, it said in Surah Al-Ankabut, verse 16, chapter 16, verse 1 to 5. It said, invite to the way of your Lord with wisdom and good instruction, and guide and argue if you have to argue with them in a way that is best. Indeed, your Lord is the most knowing of who has strayed from his way, and he is most knowing of who is rightly guided. And in another verse, it said, وَلَا تُجَادِلْ أَهْلُ الْكِتَابِ إِلَّا بِالَّتِي هِيَ أَحْسَنُ. When you want to argue, even interfaith, if there is a need for an interfaith argument, you should do that with a good manner, a good way. So, another ethics that we can learn from the Quran, or dawah methodology that we can learn from the Quran, is from the story of Musa, Nabiullah Musa and his brother Harun, when they were sent to Pharaoh to call him. You can see the uslub da'wah. When they are going, Allah said, اذهب أنت وأخوك بآياتي ولا تنيا في ذكري اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقولا له قولا لجنا لعله يذكر أو يخشى. When Allah asked them to go, he said, when you get to Pharaoh, speak to him with gentle manner, gentle speech, that perhaps he may be reminded of Allah or fear Allah. Imam Shafi'i, one of the prominent scholars, imams that we have in the history of Islam, the four guided imams, he said, if you want to preach, if you want to make a correction, make sure you come to me directly, privately. Correct me privately before you go to public. وجنبني النصيحة في الجماعة فإن النصح بين الناس نوع من التوبيخ لا أرضى استماع وإن خالفتني وعصيت قولي فلا تجزع إذا لم تقتطع. If you want to preach, if you want to correct somebody, correct that person privately, call that person to order. You don't need to continue to go on the Facebook and start mentioning names. And that is exactly what we are having. There is one popular guy. I will try as much as possible not to mention name. I have deleted 2 clips that I recorded this morning because I emotionally mentioned name. And I don't want to mention name because I don't want to drown into the same fault that these people are already drowned in. But I will give you I will give you their description so that you can know them. There is one guy in Bovas, or what do they call it, around London, in UK, United Kingdom. He makes lecture about people. He makes lecture about Sheikh Adam. He attacked the personalities of scholars. Why? Is that part of da'wah? This is da'wah. He has a mentor. You know that mentor, the one that has that school, private school, around Egbeda, or what do they call it, Idimu, Isheri, around that area. You know him. He is the mentor of that one in London, or Bovas, or what do they call it. He's mentioned. He went to Markaz. He's the son of a good sheikh, a Sufi sheikh. And every time he gives his father good attributes, but he asks the other guy to insult Sheikh Adam, to insult Sheikh Ahmed-Din. What is this? What is the crime of these scholars? What is their crime? They are human beings. Even the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ let us know that he is a human being. He is a divine man. He is a person that is given a divine mission, protected by Allah. وَمَا يَنْتِقُ عَنِ الْهَوَىٰ إِنْ هُوَ إِلَّا وَحْيٌ يُوحَىٰ. Even he said, مَا أَنَا إِلَّا بَشَرٌ مِثْلُكُمْ. I am just a human being just like you. If a prophet can say that, what about these people that they came? They placed their quota. These scholars, before them, there are scholars that came. They fight kufr. It's called muharabat al-kufr. They fight paganism. The Makondo Rose, they fight paganism. The Sufi scholars that came, Kokeo Kobere, fight paganism. There was a time Kokeo Kobere went to a pagan that used to give people death sentence. Kokeo Kobere called that person to Allah gently. He did not accept Islam. And Kokeo Kobere said that if you do not accept Islam, what you see between today and tomorrow will determine who is God, who has the power. That person has to accept Islam when he starts saying what he is not supposed to be saying. These are people that face kuffar. Those are the first generation of our scholars in Africa and in Nigeria. The second, they have muharabatul jahl. When people do not have enough knowledge, they taught you. I don't want to mention that man's name around what do we call it, that has that big school, that collects a lot of money, that they say that he collects a lot of money from his school. He's our student, he's a student, but they are so ungrateful. They will have on sweetening a bitter end. Wallahi al-azim. These people will have bitter head. They have unsweetening end because they are ungrateful. You do not know anything. These people are the people that taught you and that made you to know. Then you now go to university and you came back because you want a leadership. You see, the problem between these people that are calling themselves Sunni and Salafi is that they want leadership. Leadership is a money, is commodity, is a commercial term in these recent days, in these contemporary days, when they are able to claim leadership of scholars of this, they know how they are going to present themselves to the Saudi Arabia authority to collect some money. That is where they are getting their money from. So, what is the fault of the scholars? If they have done something that you think is not complete, or they have done a dawah or this or that, and you think there are something that's supposed to do, what do you to continue it? That's the essence. Sheikh Adam and his brother Sheikh Kamaluddin, they met a system before, and they made another system. They correct the first system. If you have something to do, continue with your own correction. Alhamdulillah, we are moving with the development of this life. So I'm going to give you 6 ethics before I go. That is very, very important. If you want to be a dying and you don't want to end up in hellfire, because these people, they will regret what they are doing. Wallahi al-azim, they will regret it. They are not honest people. How can you continue to attack personalities? Then you say you are scholars. One, actions speak louder than voice. If you see something that is wrong, use your action to correct that thing. I've been to a lecture, and I saw that what people are saying in that lecture is not in conformity with the Sunnah of Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, is not conformity with the law of Islam. I left, and a lot of people that saw me left that occasion left with me. About 100 people left with me. That is a correction. You understand me? The second is that give glad tidings and reward before threatening people with warnings. Don't threaten people with warnings. Why don't you talk about the good things that they have done? That sheikh that people are following, that I told you is around Beda, or what do they call it, Isheri, that has that school, that big school. Okay, he used to say good things about his father. Why don't you talk about good things about some other people's father? Why are you continue to say good things that you're now saying that your father is a Sunni? You are now saying that your father is a Sunni. So you are saying good things about father. Why are you saying bad things about other people's father? So that is number 2. Talk about them, what they have done good. What among the things they have done good is that they have trained you. I don't want to mention your name. Your knowledge. You are able to acquire this knowledge because of them. Why are you so ungrateful? So that is number 2. Number 3 is that don't take that personal. People are taking that personal. Number 4, be moderate. Number 5, small step. One step. If you want to take a dawah, you take it gently, one step before another. Number 6, connect people with the truth, not with personality. Stop selling Ibn Abbas for us. Stop selling Albani to us. Stop selling Ibn Abdul Wahab to us. We want the truth. You can take truth from anybody. I take truth from Imam. Even Ibn Taymiyyah used to take the truth from Qaddasallahu Sirrahu, Sheikh Abdul Qadir Qailani wa Jilani. They are taking truth. Why are people refusing to acknowledge the knowledge of the scholars, the impact in Islam? These people have done nothing wrong. They came, they delivered to their own capacity. Stop abusing them. Stop abusing them and stop attacking their personality. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to guide everyone and everyone of us. ربنا رب الخلائق ربنا رب الخلائق نجنا من شر الزمان واعطنا منك السعادة واعطنا منك السلامة والرضا مع نيل الأمان. سبحان ربك رب العزة أما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.